Saturday morning, and I am going to be making a leisurely breakfast that includes bacon this morning, but I'm also making some extra bacon so that I can use it for a special dinner I'm going to be making this evening. What's to not love about bacon, right? So stay tuned and you'll see what my secret special dinner is going to be tonight. So here's the ingredients we are working with this evening. This is 16 ounces of oven roasted turkey. Now, if you don't want to do the roasting of the turkey yourself, you can always get a deli type turkey that has been slow roasted, pan roasted type, and have thick cuts made. I've got 2 slices of bread that are going to fit in the pans we're going to be making our hot browns in. The recipe actually calls for Texas toast, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't any such thing as Texas toast in the 1920s, so I have just sliced up some bread very thickly, and that's what I'm going to use. I've got 4 slices of thick bacon, and this is the bacon that I was teasing about this morning when I was starting breakfast. I've got 4 thin slices of fresh tomato. I've got a half cup plus about a tablespoon extra of Pecorino Romano cheese. I've got 2 ounces of fresh butter, and I weighed it out on my kitchen scale, but this will amount to about 3/4 of a full stick of butter. The recipe also calls for 2 ounces of flour. I weighed it out on my scale, and it comes out to about half cup plus maybe another heaping teaspoon. Got a little ground nutmeg, a little paprika, and we've got a measuring cup that has 1 cup of whole milk and 1 cup of heavy cream mixed together. Little fresh parsley chopped up from the garden. And I've got 2 nice dishes that I will be using to cook the hot browns in after all of the ingredients are put together in the trays. So let's get to cooking. So I've moved some things around here for convenience so that I can use them as I need them. So the first thing to do is to go ahead and get that stove going. It's going to be about at a medium heat. And while waiting for the pan to heat up, I'm going to just put a little olive oil spray on the pans where I'm going to be making my hot brown. Okay, we'll get our butter in. And we're going to need a spoon to stir it, of course. So as you're working on this, you want to make sure that your ingredients are pretty much at room temperature, because when the hot browns are cooked, they're really only going to get put under the broiler. So you don't want to have anything that is, coming out of the refrigerator cold. So our butter is well melted, so we're going to be putting in the flour. And again, it was 2 ounces on the recipe from the Brown Hotel, but I measured it out after weighing it, and it does come to about a half cup plus about a teaspoon. So we're mixing the butter and the flour together, and we're just going to let this brown a little bit. You want to bake the flavor of the flour out and just have the thickening. Nobody likes a sauce that tastes like uncooked flour. So this is how it is right now, not yet ready. We're just going to keep cooking it. So the Brown Hotel serves probably 200 or so of these hot browns every single day, even in the summertime when it's 103 degrees out. People love this. I've had it many, many times. I've been to the Brown Hotel many times. It's really a very beautiful old hotel with a lot of the qualities that you expect to be in a famous old hotel. Almost there. I think I'm going to get a whisk just in case I need it. What you don't want is a bunch of lumps forming. So it's starting to smell like it's browning. So this is how it's looking now. I'm going to go ahead and start pouring in the cream and milk mixture. And I am going to get that whisk out just to prevent lumps. And it does thicken up very fast, so you really do want to have everything ready to go before you start this dish, because it's simple ingredients, it comes together very fast, and you just want to have everything ready when it's needed. Okay, that is thickening up very quickly. I'm going to turn that heat down a little bit. I really do want to give this flour a chance to be fully cooked. Again, nobody likes a sauce that tastes like raw flour. Now, I will be putting the recipe and the link to the Brown Hotel down in the description. You can check that out for yourself. Nice place to visit. But the recipe is on the website as well. And it also calls for Parmesan cheese in the ingredient list, but nowhere in the instructions does it say what to do with the Parmesan, so I left it out. We do have a little bit of extra pecorino romano that can go onto the two dishes after it's all done. Okay, it's really quite thick now. I'm just going to taste it to make sure that we're not getting a very heavy uncooked flour flavor. That's actually fine. All right, in goes the pecorino romano cheese. And this is called a Mornay sauce. Okay, it also calls for a dash of nutmeg. And I don't want a whole lot, but so I'm going to be very careful and just kind of tap the opening here. All right, that looks pretty good. The flavor of nutmeg goes a long ways. I think I'm going to do a little more. So the recipe calls for a pinch, and I'll say that was more than a pinch. But who doesn't love the flavor of nutmeg? Okay, this is quite thick, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn the heat off. And let's give this Mornay sauce a taste again. So it's pretty good, but I really would like a little salt and pepper. Excuse me for reaching here. Didn't have them all lined up in my mise en place. And again, salt and pepper is to taste, so there's no measurements. Again, clean spoon, give it a taste. Okay, that's pretty good. And that's all the cooking there is. How simple is that, right? So I already checked to see that my bread is a nice fit in the little plates. And these are large pieces of turkey, really. So I'm just kind of lining them up in there. Like I said, this is just an open-faced turkey sandwich, but you put these ingredients together and it's total magic. Incredible. So I'm gonna do my whisk here and start putting the sauce over our sandwiches. And you pretty much want to cover each one. And the recipe calls for ingredients that will make 2 hot browns. So this should be the exact amount of sauce or Mornay sauce that goes on the sandwiches. These are so very delicious. They are. There's a reason that these things are world famous. It was absolute genius when that chef came up with this recipe so many years ago. I mean, the Brown Hotel is just this year celebrating their 100th birthday. So I'm sure it will be a big celebration. Just a little more. I hate to waste any of that great sauce. I don't want it to come off the side here. I do have my dishes on a pan just in case there's some bubbling and it does come out and spills. I don't really want that in my stove. So I'm just going to go ahead now. It doesn't say when to sprinkle on this extra pecorino romano, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now so it has a chance to melt under the broiler. I live a great distance away from the Brown Hotel now, so I did used to live in the Louisville, Kentucky area, and so I can't just go out and have this for dinner anymore. So living in northern Michigan, I got to make it myself. All right, at this point, the dishes go under the broiler until it starts to brown, and I will come back when that is done, and you can see the finished product. So I did this a little differently because the recipe that I got off of the website from the Brown Hotel said to use Texas toast. And I'm pretty sure that there was no Texas toast in the 1920s, right? Mm-hmm. So I just used a piece of the bread that we had here, and I just cut it thick and laid it down here.
Mm. Oh my.
But hot.
Oh. Hot it is, but wow. I have to tell you, I've had this dish at the Brown Hotel, their signature dish, more than once.
Good. It's good stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's very hot.
And I have to tell you, this is better than what I had at the Brown Hotel. It
Well-
is. Seriously. This is better than what the Brown Hotel serves. I don't know what you did, but maybe it's the company.
So did you know that Bobby Flay did, in 2007, Bobby Flay did a throwdown? He went to the Brown Hotel. The chefs there thought they were going to be doing, I don't know, some other kind of a thing. But anyway, Bobby Flay did a throwdown on the Hot Brown. And I saw what he did, and he was like, I don't know what he was doing, but he was making like the bread at the bottom, he was turning it into like a French toast thing. That's not how you do it. No. So anyways,
Wow.
I don't know how it turned out, but I have a feeling that Chef Bobby Flay lost.
Yeah, you don't mess with the Hot Brown.
No, you don't mess with Hot
But you